Hi, this is Dan Danford. We're doing a series of podcasts for Dad's Divorce called Money Made Easy, where we talk about different financial topics, usually ones that have been forwarded by viewers from the website. This week is one that's close to my heart. For years, I have run a small business on the side of my full-time career. However, I haven't been very good at record keeping. I want to be legit. Are there any computer programs you would recommend for me to get my business finances neatly organized? Also, are there any good finance-related books that you would recommend for a guy starting off on his own? This is one of my favorite subjects. I am a huge advocate for small businesses. I've owned and operated 2 businesses over the last 20 years, both in the investment and finance industry, and both pretty successful. My favorite people in the world to work with are people who own businesses. I think it's a wonderful testimony to the strength of the United States that people can start with an idea, work hard, build it into a business that not only pays them but also pays employees and generates tax revenues for city, states, and federal government. I just love small business, and questions like this are terrific. Some interesting facts: 80% of new jobs come from small businesses. Most innovations, if you go to the Federal Patent Office, you'll discover that most new patents, new innovative technologies, new products come from small businesses. I mean, this is the economic engine that drives our economy. And today, more than ever, we need people out there working in small businesses to create great companies, to generate wealth for everyone. So, over the years, I've made a couple observations about business, and I share a few of those today. First of all, the business aisles at the bookstore probably have more resources than almost any other topic except maybe relationships. There are just hundreds of good books to choose from and lots of great ideas. The same thing's true of software. You ask specifically about accounting software. Probably one of the most well-known accounting softwares that businesses use is Quicken. It's a very simple and intuitive program where you enter in your deposits to your business account. You can actually use the program to write checks, but if you don't want to write checks, you can use the program to record checks. And at the end of the quarter, end of the year, it'll categorize all your expenses. It'll tell you where you're spending money. It'll tell you, how much you spend on each area, all those kinds of things. Now, part of the benefit of that is what you ask about, which is in terms of being legit. It's the compliance thing. But the other part of it is a management tool. Is that if you can see on paper how you're spending money, where your revenues are coming from, all those kinds of things, you can make better choices. And that's extremely important in the business world. So there are a number of these different programs. Probably the one that's best known is Quicken. That's not the only one. Quicken, one of the things that's beneficial is you can, at the end of the year, you can download reports that'll flow straight through to your tax returns. So even in my business, which is fairly substantial today, we use Quicken programs, and at the end of the year, we just provide the Quicken data to our CPA, and he files the tax returns and things. So it does make things easier. Again, accounting is really important, but it's not so much the accounting that creates success. It's also the notion that you've got this management system, that you have information about your business and you can use that to make decisions. Most people in small businesses, even small businesses on the side, kind of run the business on a cash basis. Money comes in. If there's enough money, you can buy new equipment. If there's not enough money, that kind of thing. I understand that's how it works. As a matter of fact, that's the way I've run my businesses off and on over the years. But it isn't very helpful in terms of making decisions. That's the issue. So if you've got good information, you can make good decisions. Might even allow you to do things like if you had a piece of equipment you needed or something like that. The fact that you've got good records might allow you to go to the bank and borrow money to help pay for that, so you don't have to have all the cash up front. So just, better information makes you a better business person. Now, in regard to books, I'm going to recommend to you one of my favorite books ever on the subject. The guy's name who wrote it is Michael Gerber, and the name of the book is The E-Myth. The E in this case stands for entrepreneur. And what Gerber argues is that Many entrepreneurs, many people with small businesses and things, have great technical skills. In your case, whatever your small business is, you probably know if it's repairing small engines, say. You may know everything there is to know about repairing small engines, and people may be willing to pay you to do that for you. But that's not necessarily the same skill that's necessary to run a small business engine repair company. Okay, two different sets of skills. Running a company is different from the technical skills. I tell people this all the time in my business. People strike up conversations with me about which way the stock market's going or what's going to happen next. My response to them often is, being in the investment business isn't the same as investing. There are ways to do things that make money. There are ways to do things that don't. There are ways to do things that just work as a business person that I know better than maybe others don't. There are a lot of people who know how to pick stocks and bonds. Not all of them can do that profitably for clients. Okay, so that's the difference. So the thing that Gerber does is he creates a system. He helps you understand the difference between the technical skills and the business skills, and he helps you learn how to employ those business skills to make your business better. So it's a simple book to read. It's fun to read. He takes you through examples and things. It's one of the best known business books on the market today, and it's been around for many, many years. But I can't recommend it enough. As a matter of fact, I often send it out free to small business clients of mine if I think it'll be helpful for them. So again, the book is Michael Gerber. It's called The E-Myth. Okay? So that's kind of my summary on this particular subject. Number one, you do need good accounting because that gives you better information, helps you make better management decisions. The accounting program that I recommend is Quicken, but there are a number of other programs that might be helpful. The book I recommend to you is Michael Gerber's The E-Myth. Okay? Once again, I love small business. Anything that you can do to make yourself better is not only a personal growth thing. It's not only good for you personally, but it's good for all of us, because when small businesses prosper, it's good for everybody around it. That's it for this week on Money Made Easy for Dad's Divorce. I'm Dan Danford, and I'll see you again next week.